What's up, Leo? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a full moon tarot reading for the full moon coming up on May 23rd. This full moon is going to be at 9:53 a.m. It's going to be at 2 degrees Sagittarius, which will put it in the 19th mansion of the moon. It's not the greatest mansion of the moon. I'll put a picture up. You can read about it. It's kind of about being ready for battle type of thing. It's good for gardening. It's a good time. Ooh, that's the card. Good time of year for gardening. The astrology right now. So the moon itself for a Leo ascendant would be in the 4th or 5th house. That's the house of Leo's house, which is the house of self-expression, creativity. 4th house is the house of mother, home, that type of thing. But what it's touching in an opposition, it's touching the sun in an opposition in Gemini, why it's in Sagittarius, which is all about knowledge, by the way. Knowledge and wisdom, Sagittarius being wisdom, Gemini being knowledge. Small picture, details, and then big picture. But the sun is also conjunct Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, and a stellium, right? So that's luck. It's good luck. And that will be occurring for a Leo ascendant. If you don't know your ascendant, I have a video in my astrology section on how to look up your natal chart. It's going to be like your 10th or 11th house. This may be a good time to like ask for a raise at work or get a new job that's paying more, that type of thing, because it's lucky. And look at this. A win-win forecast is outcome. Very nice, Leo. So that's luckiness right there. All those planets together is all good. These are all good planets. Even Uranus, really. I mean, Uranus touching that is just going to electrify it, right? Make it happen more sudden. The sun is going to illuminate it. So, 10th or 11th house. And 11th house would be your social groups, but that could also be your work, right? 10th house is your absolute work. That's your vocation. That's like how you make your money or what you do in life. So you could get a new job right now. It'd be very fortuitous if you did. You could ask for a raise. Probably be very fortuitous. You might actually get your raise. You may get like a promotion. Something like that could happen. And your social groups, you just may be coming across charismatic, because that's what Leos are. They're super charismatic and they're already the sun. So everything kind of revolves around them anyway. So you may find that it's really revolving around you. Everything's really flowing really well in those areas. 4th or 5th house, that's your inner world, right? That's where the moon's going to be. So you might be thinking about your mother, or thinking about your home, or expressing your self-expression or your mission in life, how you want to express yourself in some way. But the details, I'm talking your 10th or 11th house, where you actually have to implement it, where the sun would be in this, and also the stellium. That's where you have to make your practical plans of how to do these things. So if you are thinking about like changing your home, or you're thinking about something in your home, or you're thinking about your mother in some way, you got to think of plans, and everything will be beneficial for it, because those houses are about that, and those planets are very benefic planets. You're going to have to actually figure out how you want to implement that, with the sun being in Gemini, with the details. Big picture being Sagittarius. But this also could be that it's on the other front, with your job or with your social groups in general. But either way, it should be beneficial. There's really no bad aspects coming on. Even Pluto is touching like the moon and the sun, but sextile for one, which is a beneficial aspect, and then trine for the other, which is another beneficial aspect. So power could be involved here in some way, or transformation, or even sex, if that's what you're into, if that's what you're trying to accomplish. It says a win-win forecast is outcome. That was your moon card. Looks like the outcome is from stormy waters to calm waters for sure. It's kind of an emotional situation here. Win-win though, you can't go wrong with that. So there looks like there's some sort of conflict here. Even heartbreak right here. But doesn't matter, you're gonna win either way. Could be a new love interest, like I said. Could be somebody's love interested in you. You may find out and it may change things. But current situation is victory. Feeling victorious, feeling good, looking good, on your horse, being admired by others, crossed by the magician. Careful that you don't get in your own way here. But most likely, because this is a card crossing another card, so it could be that you manifested this, or this is what you're trying to manifest. Maybe you did manifest it, feel it, victory in some way, something that you want at, but you're crowned by worrying about money. This is worry about money. This is not actually not having money. This is more worried about it. But who doesn't worry about money, right? If you're an adult, you worry about money pretty much. Because everything they need is right behind them. It's already there. And it says win-win is forecast. So it's not like you're losing. In the recent past, balance, calm, guided energy, maybe even healing energy in the recent past. And if it is healing energy, it could have something to do with your heart. Right? Heart health is very important. Some kind of victory, but you had to create it. It probably wasn't easy. You're worried about money in this situation. And if it is an actual injury and you had to heal from, medical bills, if you're in the U.S., medical bills will get you freaking crazy prices. In front of you, though, you're planning for the future. So if you are recovering or healing in some way, and it says a win-win is forecast here, then you're doing good. Now, if this is a heartbreak, like you broke up somebody recently or something like that, a win-win forecast is outcome. So, like, it's going to be all good because the outcome is from stormy waters to calm waters. So if you are leaving a relationship or if someone betrayed you in some way, this could be somebody in your environment too that had a heart issue, like a grandparent or uncle or parent, whatever. They could have had a heart attack or something, or they're having issues with their heart, some kind of heart issue. Maybe you do as well. This is in your unconscious influence. It's like being ready. You're very defensive right now. You're ready for battle for some reason. Like it's unconscious. So like it's there, but just like you're ready. It's like you think it's coming. Yeah. It says you're victorious. You were victorious in some way, and you were manifesting it. But it could be that somebody was trying to manifest their victory against you, right? It could have been a magician around you. But most likely, this is just you trying to create a victory, and it looks like you had a victory, and that's why you're defensive right now. You're just like, I had to beat this. It could have been a healing, like I said. You could have had to heal from something, and you had to beat something, right? And that's why you're defensive, because you're once you've had to go through a traumatic battle, I mean, you're always going to be on the lookout for battle because you want to be ready. You don't have to go through that again. You're going to do what you have to do, and that could be the whole planning situation, right? But if it's a relationship that it happened in, because it's looking like heartbreak right now, you're very sad about something. This is you right now. It doesn't mean that you lost your relationship or anything like that necessarily. It could be sad. You lost somebody. I don't really see death here. It could be just something happened that made you very sad. It could be things in the world that made you sad. There's all kinds of reasons that can break your heart. I mean, it's different for everybody. This is a different reading, or a general reading for different Leos. But with that being said, you're worried about money, and it looks like you're holding on to what you got right now for whatever reason. It could have something to do with this heartbreak. That's why you're holding on to your money. You're like, I got to be very careful with money right now. If it was a separation, it's always going to be like that because you got to split up the resources, right? So you're not going to have as much as you once had. If it's like something you had to heal from, it could cost you a lot of money from like medical bills or something like that. If it was a job situation that you had to leave for whatever reason, you're having to hold on to your money. But either way, a win-win outcome is forecast. So, it's going to be okay. This is the advice. This is staying in truth. Try to see things as clearly as possible for what they are, not for what you want them to be, what they really are. And be honest with yourself. I mean, it's not like we shouldn't want things to be a specific way, but we also need to be able to see them for what they actually are if we are ever to influence it to be the way we want it. You have to first see it for what it exactly is. Now, you can't just automatically be looking at it what you want it to be or what you think it should be. And the outcome is win-win. From stormy waters to calm waters. So whatever this conflict is, whatever this situation is, it looks like it's involved around money in some way. And there could be many different ways it's involved around money. I mean, it looks like you're holding on to your money. It's something that broke your heart, I'll say that. And also is trying to break your wallet, I think. It's going to be okay. It's absolutely going to be okay. And, it could be the cup is about to overflow. Something's going to come through to change this broken heart. And you're going to go from the stormy seas to the calm seas. Because a win-win outcome is forecast. All right, Leo, that's all I have. Please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. And click that bell. Because I don't think people find their way back to my channel without it being recommended to them on the front page. Because they're not turning on the notification bell. I always do my videos on the new moon and the full moon because this is all based off of astrology. Astrology is the fundamental science that allows tarot to exist in the way that it does. Tarot wouldn't exist in the way that it does without astrology. That's why it's very important that people that read tarot know astrology. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it would really benefit me and make me happy, and it would keep you in tune anytime I upload a video, so you won't miss anything. But either way, you don't have to if you don't want to, Leo. I'm just grateful that you're here, and I hope you have a happy full moon.